Hi friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So today we will continue our discussion on the mounts, and the mount which we are going to study today is the Mount of Mars. So I'll just give you a quick recap of what do I mean by mounts. Mounts are the energy centers which supplies the current to the whole palm. They have been given so much significance in palmistry that many palmists have even gone to the extent of associating them with the presence of Almighty in our lives. So mounts can be found on three levels. First, at the bottom of the fingers. So the first level of the mounts can be found at the top of the palm, and second remain to be at the middle of the palm, and third remains to be at the bottom of the palm near the wrist. So we have already discussed the mounts which can be found at the bottom of the fingers, which are like Mount of Jupiter, Mount of Saturn, Mount of Apollo and Mount of Mercury. Their names have been given to them as per the planet association with the fingers, because we know that the index finger is associated with planet Jupiter, middle finger is associated with planet Saturn, our ring finger is associated with planet Sun, Apollo, and the little finger is associated with the planet Mercury. Now we will have a discussion on the Mount of Mars. So what do I mean by Mount of Mars, or what are the chief attributes, or what are the keywords which can be used to describe Mars? So Mars can be described as the bravery, courage, determination, our go-getterness, our it along with Venus. It also tells about sexuality, about the sexual assertiveness, but loyalty can also be seen from Mount of Mars. And our go-getterness, these people just don't know how to give up. They are like the trampoline. No matter how strongly you will just punch them, they'll just again get back with full of the courage. So these are the keywords which can be ascribed and can be given to the Mars. The typical courage and determination can be seen from it. And when I say courage, courage is not something which can be restricted to the battlefield only. Even if you are in a sales profile, or even in your boardroom, you need to have that courage to chase the numbers, to meet your targets. So Mars in any form represents courage. But when it comes to palmistry, Mars has been allotted different regions. So the regions, what I mean by regions is, like the way I explained to you guys when we were having a discussion on the Mount of Jupiter, Mount of Apollo, they all have been allotted one single region. But when it comes to Mars, Mars has been allotted three regions. First remains to be the negative Mars, or we also call it inner Mars. This portion would remain to be the outer Mars, or we can also call it positive Mars, and this would remain to be the plane of Mars. So you have already seen that the negative Mars can be found just just inside the lifeline and just above the Mount of Venus. So close to the thumb, this is the portion which has been allotted to the inner Mars or negative Mars, and this portion here has been allotted to the outer Mars. So as you can see in my palm as well, this is the negative Mars and this is the outer Mars. It is very easy to distinguish and locate it in the palm, because our heart line just segregates the region allotted to the Mount of Mercury, and just below it remains to be the Mount of outer Mars, and here just inside the lifeline, this portion close to the thumb would remain to be the domain of negative Mars or inner Mars. So the chief traits assigned to these two region of the Mount of Mars are that this portion, our inner Mount of Mars, tells about our physical strength, our aggression, our initiative drive, our even in negative sense, it also tells about drive towards conducting and doing violence. So all that is being seen from this portion, and this portion tells about all the positive traits, our mental strength, our fortitude, our perseverance. So all that is being seen from here. When it comes to defining a typical Mars archetype, the more significance has been given to the outer Mars, because someone having strong Mount of inner Mars would have the go-getterness, would have the initiative drive, but in order to back that up with proper strength, with proper courage, one needs to have a strong Mount of outer Mars as well. Otherwise, the person would remain to be, those people that they will just have the drive to initiate anything, but they will not able to successfully complete it. Or we can also look at it from that perspective that they will have the drive to challenge others, or get into competition with others, but when it comes to giving justice to that challenge, to that competition, they would lack there. So a mount of outer Mars is very necessary. Now comes to the part we have discussed, the introductory part, that this portion tells about our physical strength, our violent streak, our initiativeness, and this portion tells about our mental strength, our endurance, our stamina. So that all is being seen from the mount of outer Mars. Now comes to the part of how can we judge the mount, whether by looking at someone's palm, whether that mount is in a good shape or not. So how can we judge that? So the first criteria to judge the mount of outer Mars is that curve. So if you will just check it from the percussion side, if you will just find this portion which has been allotted to the mount of outer Mars, if you will just find it little bit curve, bulge toward outside from the percussion side, so something like this. So something like of this, if you will find this little bit of curve outwards, so that is the first sign. And second is like the way we judge all other mounts, it has to be little bit protruded or little bit swollen and little bit prominent. So there are two traits to it. First is there has to be little bit curve outwards, and second is this portion has to be little bit bulge or little bit swollen like a balloon. So what happens is, if someone who would have a proper prominent and swollen outer Mars, and he will just put a marble on the middle of his palm, so that when you will just keep it straight, it would not fall down because of this prominent swollen outer Mars. So that remains to be the first criteria to judge the outer Mars. Now comes the part of judging the inner Mars. So it is very simple. Either you will find it completely deficient or flat, or you will just find it like swollen like a balloon which is about to burst. So either this portion would remain to be swollen and red in color, which would indicate that this person has got strong inner Mars, or it would just remain to be deficient of any swollenness or any any protrudingness. So that is one more criteria to check the condition of the mount of inner Mars. So we have discussed that how to judge the mount. Now coming to the part of their lifestyle and their love and marriage. So Martian people would remain to be very loyal, no matter how many ups and downs you are facing in life, or means these are the people who would always remain loyal to you. The typical traits or typical interest of these people are that these people are first of all take lot of interest in adventure sports, any kind of competition, and driving racing cars and all those things which has adventure streak to it. So these people would automatically get attracted toward those. And these people on when you will just meet them for the first time, you might not like them, but once you'll become friends with them, or whenever the testing times of life comes, so these people would remain to be very loyal and would remain to be very generous and very caring towards you. And even in their marriage, these people, the only downside of these people are that these people are no doubt are very aggressive, and these people have inclination towards too much of indulging into sex or alcohol or eating meats. But the best part is, even having after too much indulgence in sex, they remain to be, once they fall in love or once they have committed to someone, they completely abide by that. They remain very loyal in all their relationship. So that's their attitude towards love, towards marriage, and their interest governing around their normal lifestyle. Now coming to the part of their physical characteristics, these guys are like, a typical Martian person is very easy to locate even in the crowd. You will just find a very a strong neck, a strong chest, an athletic physique. These guys are not remain to be very long or very tall as a typical Saturnian archetype, but these guys would remain to have a very prominent, a very athletic physique. And when it comes to health, Mars rules our blood cells, red blood cell. Mars rules our our along with muscle, it rules our muscles, it rules our red blood cells, it also rules our bone marrow. So these people would remain very vulnerable when it comes to any getting into high blood pressure or having a volcanic temper. So these are the areas where these guys would remain very vulnerable. You know, when the throat related problems, pharyngitis or and all that, they remain very vulnerable towards that. Apart from that, these guys have got very strong resistance towards any disease. These guys are remain very, these guys are like very vital. They have got very strong vitality by default only. By naturally they come, they have like they are got blessed with very good health and very good resistance to fight the diseases. Now coming to their career choices, like the way I said, these guys make the best of the, you know, athletes, someone who are like taking interest or making profession in race cars, speed race cars, or military, army, any of the adventure sport, and even, you know, any even in politics you can also say that anything which required bravery in it, these guys would excel in that, because these guys have the courage and have the unrelenting determination to come over any of the challenge which life would put into them. And coming to the part of the three worlds, like the way, if you guys have been following my videos, all my previous videos, in palmistry, hand can be divided into three qualities, three parts. First is the mental, which tells about your intelligence, your interest towards intellectual pursuits. Second remains to be practical, your daily affairs, you know, efficiency in managing things, being good in business. And third remains to be the physical, which tells about, you know, your sensual indulgences and materialism. So these three world can be divided in two categories. First is when you divide the phalanges of the fingers in three parts. First phalange tells about the mental qualities, practical qualities and physical qualities, and second category remains to be when you divide the whole hand as a whole. So this first would remain to be our first mental world, this would remain to be our practical world, and this would remain to be our physical world. So all these people who have, along with good Mount of Mars, have a prominent mental world. These guys would excel in any of the intellectual qualities. They could become very good teachers, they could become very good lawyers, could become very good judges, even very good politicians. When it comes to a strong second world, which is the practical world, these guys could excel and become very good businessmen. And when it comes to the third world, the physical world, so let's say along with good Mount of Mars, this bottom portion of the hand is little bit, you know, little bit prominent or puffed, or let's say the third phalange of the fingers are proportionately longer. These third phalanges are proportionately longer or thick, and the texture of the skin is rough. So texture of the skin and other features would remain to be the basic modifiers. If the texture of the skin would remain to be rough, the headline is distorted, thumb is also not firm or, you know, clubbed in shape, these guys could just create a havoc. These guys could just become a sexual debauch, get into sexual too much of debauchery, or can just get into drugs and alcohol. But if the prominent physical world, the headline is in a good state, texture of the skin is medium or let's say soft, thumb is strong, firm, then these guys could also become very good police officer or get into any Martian profile. These guys would remain to be disciplined. Now coming to the part of having a mount combination. So when I say that, it means, you know, when it comes to career consultation, we just check the prominent mounts in the hands. So let's say if the Mount of Mars is prominent, and along with that the Jupiter mount is also prominent, so these guys could become very good politician. Why? Because Jupiter represents our leadership, our love for leadership, and, you know, rising to a position of ruling others. And when this leadership desire will also get backed up by the energy, so these guys could seriously become very good politicians. These guys could become very good leaders. Let's say along with Mount of Mars, the Mount of Saturn remain to be in a prominent state. Mount of Saturn represents our intellectual, our scientific pursuits. So these guys could just become very good engineers, or could just become very good, you know, even astrologers. These guys could become very good astrologers. When it comes to having a Mount of Mars in a prominent state, along with that the Mount of Apollo in a prominent state. So Mount of Apollo tells about our extrovertness. So these guys could not only become very good in any of the PR profile or any of the sales profile where too much of public contact is required, but these guys could also become very good in any of the film production line, because Apollo also represents, you know, films, advertising. Now comes the another mount, which is our Mount of Mercury. So along with Mount of Mars, if you'll find a Mount of Mercury to be in a prominent state, this would just mean that these guys could just become very good in any of the scientific pursuits, because Mount of Mercury along with business also tells about our ability to do good scientific research. So these two combination, having a good Mount of Mars along with good Mount of Mercury, could just make these people very good businessmen, and so also very good and successful in any of the scientific pursuits. Let's say if Mount of Mars is good along with Mount of Luna, so Mount of Luna tells about our writing skills. So these guys could just take very much interest in writing or any of the writing or journalism related profile, though their interest would remain to be writing the warfare stories and anything which has got too much of aggression and too much of contradiction, very critic writers. So these guys could become that. And lastly, if Mount of Mars remain to be very good with Mount of Venus, so these two in conjunction just could mean that these guys could just do very good in any of the luxury kind of profile where there's too much of savviness, too much of touch of luxury, whether it's writing about high-end luxury things and dealing in high-end luxury clientele. So these guys would remain to be do very good in all those occupations. So this is how analysis is done. In a nutshell, Mars represents energy, bravery and courage. And we should always look at it in conjunction with the condition of the thumb and with the condition of the Mount of Jupiter and the condition of the headlight. So I hope I made myself very clear on this video. For further more updates and notifications on palmistry, please subscribe my channel and like my Facebook page. Thanks.